Welcome everyone. Happy November. Thank you for coming. Hope everybody had a great Halloween. We're still Halloween over, so please bear with us tonight. We'll start.
I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, everyone. We have three guest speakers tonight, Mr. Barrow, Mrs. Borelli, and Mr. Velarde. Mr. Barrow, you can go first.
Thank you, Mrs. Green. Thank you, everyone. I want to thank you for letting me go first, especially Mrs. Green, Mrs. Browley, and Mr. Velarde. Appreciate it. I'm at my son's basketball game right now, and I appreciate being able to multitask. So first and foremost, I want to thank everyone's collaboration and support for yesterday's Halloween parade and activities from PTA, Mrs. Green, and Mrs. Cowan helping out in the morning. Police department, great support. It was just tremendous. We were blessed with a great day too. Sun came out at the right time and all worked out fairly well. Also, want to thank everyone's participation in last week's Red Ribbon Week and School Spirit Week. We had Wear Red Day throughout the whole district. A lot of great activities going on. Focus on third grade under direction of Miss Grupa, and third grade staff planted second time doing that. We did it last year, planting red tulips around Mackenzie campus. And so we planted about 100 of them. So hopefully they'll come up in the spring to pledge anti-drugs and healthy bodies. We're looking forward to our Roar Assembly this week. And I skipped over Wear Pink Day. Great collaboration with the school nurses, all three buildings, and the PTA. Appreciate the bracelets, and faculty and staff made donations to breast cancer awareness. So that worked out really well. And that's something annually done by all the schools. And we have parent conferences tomorrow. With Mackenzie, it's a little bit different from, say, middle school and intermediate school. We are self-contained, so we do set schedules for that. So if you have not, please reach out to your child's teacher to do so, to see if that works out well. And then we have our blast to go over important dates following the rest of November, December, celebrating veterans with a Veterans Assembly. And then we have second grade winter concert. We're going to send out a save the date this week for December 7th. So that will be an evening concert at Mackenzie School, and that's a second grade concert. We'll have our additional concerts, communications out in the winter and the spring. And we have for district, I believe, within each school, picture retakes on the 15th. Of December, and I believe Mrs. Green, you and PTA will share out for the holiday bazaar dates. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you again for everyone's support, and happy Wednesday.
Thank you, Mr. Barrow, and good luck on the game. Have a good game tonight.
Thank you, much appreciated.
I'll see you. I won't see you tomorrow, but I'll see you Friday, hopefully.
Understood. All my best there.
Thank you, Mr. Barrow. Any questions for Mr. Barrow while we have him? All quiet on the floor, Mr. Barrow.
Thanks so much, everyone. Thanks, Mr. Velarde. Thanks, Ms. Browley. Thanks, Mrs. Green, and everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Mrs. Borelli, Mr. Velarde?
Mr. Velarde, you go ahead.
All right, you got it. Good evening, everybody. So nice to have the opportunity to share with you a little bit about what's been going on at Lincoln School the last few weeks. It's definitely been very, very busy. We are proud that we have launched our Lincoln Leaders program, and we have experienced some great successes with it to date so far. If the number's not escaping me, I believe we've recognized 20 of our students so far, just on their amazing citizenry throughout the school day. It's something that kind of resets for them each and every week. So, our goal is to recognize as many of our students as possible for the great things that they're doing in their classrooms, in the lunchroom, on the buses, out at recess. I will be posting more pictures on Twitter. I started off, we've been updating them on the television right outside the gymnasium. but just playing a little catch up on that front. But it has been great so far. Students are so excited when they get called in and they get the good news. We actually were able to get, outside of your standard prize box, the New York Jets. A lot of people know I'm a very big New York Jet fan. And we reached out to them. They gave us an awesome swag bag worth of hats and bracelets and all sorts of stuff that the kids get to choose from. So it's been great so far. And we look forward to it, culminating at the end of each marking period. We're going to run a Lincoln Leaders Luncheon. So that's upcoming for our current leaders, and we're just seeing some real great citizenry in our hallways. We also were very fortunate to hold the first ever National Elementary Honor Society inductions for Lincoln School. We had a phenomenal evening, a really nice night. Mr. Tennell, the advisor, who is a middle school ELA teacher, he led the show. He has so many awesome activities and ideas for them. It is very scholarly and it is also very community oriented. So we are excited to get down. He's got ideas to get us down to Mackenzie School to do some activities, into the community, doing a few things. So we're very excited. We are extremely proud of our students, both with Lincoln Leaders and the NEHS, and to recognize the hard work and efforts they're putting in. We had it was a little bit later in the month, but we did have a fire prevention program. So I just wanted to thank officials Barnas and Reggie for coming and getting kids an opportunity to check out the equipment, check out the fire truck, reinforce best practices when it comes to fire safety. As Mr. Barrow said, we did have a really fun Spirit Week last week. Each day had a different focus, including the start of Red Ribbon Week, being with everybody wearing red. We did a breast cancer awareness week. So again, thank you to the PTA for providing us with those bracelets. The kids and staff were extremely excited to wear those in support. We closed out Red Ribbon Week with a DEA forensic chemistry presentation with 2 DEA agents that were able to come in and speak to the students about some of the work they do in the labs, which was amazing. What we have coming around the bend, November, is Native American Heritage Month. So they'll see that integration into their programming. Definitely in the social studies realm, a lot of interdisciplinary stuff as well. We are going to run as a staff again a Jeans for Troop donation drive. We love to, figure out a good cause and give staff an opportunity to dress down to recognize a good cause as we approach Veterans Day. For Lincoln School, the Thanksgiving feast is coming up right around the bend. So PTA, we're going to be connecting with you shortly to go over some ideas on how to improve on last year. Parent-teacher conference is tomorrow. For us, for Faust School as well. I know Mrs. Borelli will talk about it briefly next, but 2 to 3:30, 5:30 to 8 p.m. are the 2 sessions. We look forward to seeing as many parents as possible come through the buildings. Again, thank you to the PTA for the staff Halloween treats. They were fantastic and much appreciated yesterday. And as always, just continue to stay on your emails, stay on Twitter, on the district website, all our other communications. One thing I did want to note, eligibility letters for the after school intervention program did go out this evening. So that's something where if your child was eligible, you should be receiving a Genesis blast and a Genesis form to complete. So just something to keep an eye out for. But thank you again, PTA, for all that you do. It is much, much appreciated. And we got a lot of fun stuff coming up as we close out the fall and start our winters.
Thank you, Mr. Velarde. Looking forward to the Thanksgiving feast. Any questions for Mr. Velarde on the floor?
What was the event that the blast and letters went out today for?
Academic.
So that's for the after school intervention program.
Okay.
It's a program where certain students would be eligible for after school tutoring services. So it's an invite basis. So just check your emails. If anybody sees that coming from Genesis, it's extremely important that that form get filled out and submitted as soon as possible.
Other questions? And just an acknowledgement of you and Mr. Tunnel for the NHS induction ceremony. That was a beautiful celebration. So thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All quiet on the floor. Thank you, Mr. Velarde. Have a good night.
Thank you. You as well.
Mrs. Borelli.
Good evening, everyone. Happy November 1st. I cannot believe how fast the school year is already going. And as you could see, we're all very busy in our schools. This past week, the third week of October, we look at School Awareness Week, and we had the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office in to speak to our sixth graders. They were really good. The man was very informative. They discussed internet safety, informational control, social networking, mistakes, and bullying. What was interesting is the prosecutor's office wanted to specifically focus on the sixth grade, because by the time they get to seventh grade and eighth grade, it's pretty much not too late, but for the most part, they already know it. So, and they've already made those mistakes. So when we have it in sixth grade, we try to avoid those mistakes going forward. He will also be offering us a parent cyberbullying and internet safety session, and I'm looking to have it in the evening, but I have to just check with the available dates. So I would like to invite everybody. Hopefully we can work it out with them where everybody can come and just listen to what's going on out there. The students are way more ahead of me when it comes to cell phone use and internet and technology and going out as far as all these social networks. I don't even have a Facebook account, and that's purposely so that I don't have students trying to search me. I have to be really careful with that, but that's my choice. But they know everything. It's amazing. Also, Student Council has launched the Voice of Baus. There was a competition. They each did announcements, and the Student Council's goal was to foster a sense of belonging to 2 6th grade students, 2 7th grade students, and 2 8th grade students. So in our building, every morning, we have students make announcements about what's going on. They acknowledge birthdays, they acknowledge special events, like what's coming up now is the Polish Heritage Month is on its way. We'll be doing announcements with that in mind, as well as presenting in the classes. Teachers make shout outs to some students where, they did something that was really exceptional, where, it's nice to recognize. Tomorrow, I'm having our cheerleading coach, Miss Rabatini, announce the winners of who made the team. So they will be getting that information tomorrow. Trust me, there will be no tears. That's all I can say. But they will get that information. What else? It's so much. Thank you, PTA, for the bracelets and joining forces with all of us, wearing the pink. It was a really good day where it was recognized throughout the whole district. We also had a fundraiser with the staff as well. We're having our student council elections coming up. So we're going to start it off right around election day. Hopefully, they'll start campaigning soon. The other thing is basketball season is coming up. So today and the day before the 30th, they had cheerleading tryouts. So then they're also going to have, and it's for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. The boys' tryouts will be on the 7th of November and the 8th of November. And the girls' tryouts will be on the 16th and possibly an extra day, depending on how many we have out for the team. Our first game is away at Dumont. And I believe that is just about it for now. I'm sure there's lots of things I'm missing. Tomorrow, same thing with conferences, 2 to 3:30, 5:30 to 8. We look forward to seeing our parents because, it's important that we keep these connections and we build relationships together in the best interest of our students and your child. We're all family here. I believe that's all I have now, but I did have a question, Mrs. Green, if you know the answer. well, now we're talking about holidays and the seasons upon us. Are we doing anything? I remember last year for Toys for Tots. I don't know if there was, because I think we all united forces with the police department. Has any of that been
Yes, with
talked
ERPTA,
about?
yes, we will be partnering again with the ERPD to do that Twitch for Tots in December.
That's great. And the trunk or treat, as you said, was a big hit, which that's great. And I love that it's at the police department because it brings the community together in that way where, you know, students feel comfortable around authority figures. So that's really nice that you're doing that, and we appreciate it very much.
And it worked out really well that there was no Halloween dance for Faust that night because we had quite a turnout from the Faust students as well there that were able to attend trunk or treat. So I did let 8th grade committee know as well that it worked out in that favor because Faust students got to attend trunk or treat. So it was nice to see them all.
So a lot of our students that are still in the spirit and not
Mhm.
too cool to not to dress up, they were so excited about that day. I really can't tell you. Halloween is a tough one to kind of keep them at a you know, a good even learning I guess on a page where they want to focus on their lessons, which is a little tough sometimes because all they want to do is want to go out. So, you know, but all was well. Bell rang, they ran, and I'm sure they collected a lot of candy because today they probably had it for breakfast.
Yep.
I mean, that's how it goes usually, you know. So, but thank you all for everything, and we appreciate all you do. And hey, have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too, Mrs. Brown.
Believe it or not.
Thank you. Looking forward to basketball tryouts next week.
Yes, yes. And hopefully the cheerleaders will all be in great spirits tomorrow.
Any questions for Mrs. Borelli? All quiet on the floor, Mrs. Borelli. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Correspondence.
Yep. So we had two correspondences this month. Dear Mrs. Green and members of the East Rutherford PTA, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you and the members of your organization for the delicious ghoulish pretzels that were delivered to our staff members earlier today. Everyone was delighted by this surprise treat, and we are all so appreciative of your generosity and thoughtfulness. I hope that you, your members, and their families enjoy a safe and festive Halloween. Warm regards, Regina Barali, Principal, A.S. Faust Middle School. And then we have, Dear Mrs. Green and members of the East Rutherford PTA, thank you so much for providing our students and staff members with pink bracelets to help us recognize Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is such an important cause that impacts thousands of families each and every year. Faust School presented a united front by wearing pink, donating to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, and by showing off our bracelets. We appreciate all that you and your organization do for our school community and for inspiring us to continue to support these important causes. Warm regards, Regina Barali, Principal, A.S. Faust Middle School.
Thank you, Kevin. Treasurer's report.
Hi, everyone. So during the month of October, we were pretty busy. We raised $14,537, which is 61 cents. Our expenses for the month were $5,753, which is 67 cents. Our ending balance currently is $14,320.36. That's the PTA account. And the 8th grade committee did not stay behind. They were able to raise $2,622 with $200 of expenses. Total ending balance is $3,420.
Oh, thank you for supporting Pumpkin Patch. If anybody stopped by during the fall festival, that will really help with their costs for their end of year and graduation events coming up. Are we balanced?
We are balanced. I do need an auditing committee. If I have 3 volunteers, anyone that would like to volunteer. I know some people did it last year. It doesn't take that long. It's auditing. Audit? Oh, yeah, I mean, I can do it. Okay. So if anyone's interested, it takes, it doesn't take long, Jessica. I mean, you just have to go through the bank statements and compare them to whatever form I'll fill out for you guys. And if you need copies of the receipts, I'll gladly provide them. It's just making sure that all of our numbers have a corresponding receipt. Ask for any number.
So just let Paula know if you're able to help out with that. We would appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. Membership.
Alyssa. As of today, we are at 240 members, which is pretty good. Last year we were at 255 around this time, so if we could get closer to that, that'd be great. If anybody, hasn't signed up, then we can push them to do that. But overall, I mean, we had a really good turnout with our membership drive and Ice Cream Social help. So,
Thank you, Alyssa.
Unfortunately, both Shannon and Linda Shannon, our Mackenzie rep, and Linda, our Lincoln rep, are both feeling under the weather today, so we hope they both feel better. Shannon would like to say thank you to all the class parents who signed up, and hope everyone had a good Halloween with their classes, and thank you for working with your teachers. Linda is still looking for homeroom reps for some homerooms over at Lincoln. So if anyone is interested, please reach out to Linda. She will let you know which homerooms still need volunteers. 8th grade committee, unfortunately, they were not able to be here today, but they are excited to announce, because I know everyone's looking forward to the holiday dance. It's their first dance of the year. It's going to be Friday, December 15th from 7 to 10 p.m. $10 to attend, and that includes a snack and drink of choice. And they will need at least 10 volunteers to be able to run it.
And those volunteers do not need to be 8th grade parents. They can be any parent.
Yeah, doesn't need to be a spouse parent, just anyone who would usually volunteer for us, like Mackenzie, like the book fair, or like holiday chaperoning it with that. 15th, Friday. No, 7 to 9, I think. 7 to 9. 7 to 10. Oh, party animals. Yeah.
Where's the dance at?
Faust. It'll be a Faust. It includes a snack and drink. I don't know what the snack is. Fire. Let's say. They also wanted us to mention 8th grade committee. They were working on the calendar for the rest of the year. Which includes the basketball and volleyball fundraiser. Fundraisers date will be announced when they have them, unless they get approved at that's it. So it's something to look forward to next year. Not sure if the person is here today, but last meeting we had gotten a suggestion for the 8th grade field trip at Fountain Spring Lake. Let's see whoever is here today. But Mrs. Bragg loved the idea and the recommendation, so they're looking into it, and hopefully that's where they'll be going for their class trip. So, so your feedback does work. So thank you, and thanks for the rep. And that's for 8th grade. So looking forward to that holiday dance.
If I could interrupt just 1 minute, I'm sorry, because I'm listening to the 8th grade. I tried to get a date for that particular place, and they unfortunately don't have anything available. So I am still searching. They gave us names of other places that were, similar to them. So I'm trying my best, and please, if 8th grade committee, if you could look out for something else to bring to my attention, I'm more than happy to look into it. So we will work together as a team in that way, because we want our kids to have a good ending to their 8th grade year. So unfortunately, I had to intervene on that one because we're trying. It's tough. It really is. So we'll keep. I'm sorry.
anybody has any recs, we'll definitely, keep you posted, Mrs. Borelli.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Borelli. That's good to know, because, I don't think, Miss Lo knew that yet when she sent me this.
No, I didn't say anything yet because we're still looking into some of the other places, hoping that I have news to compensate for it. But right now I'm not. And I have your text message. I will respond for the volleyball game. I appreciate that.
Perfect. Thank you, Mrs. Borelli.
Thank you.
I know everyone looks forward to these things, so. Okay. Old business, we had our Lincoln and Faust Book Fair, which, thank you for your support. We made our minimum goal of 3,500 to make profit. Thank you, Janine, for volunteering. During that too, we made a profit of 1,131 and 41 cents. So 45 cents, sorry. Thank you for your support. Breast cancer awareness, again, thank you again to our school nurses and our 3 schools for letting us collaborate. For Pink Day, it was really great to be able to do the pink bracelets for students and staff. Thank you, Alyssa, for the idea. Shannon's not here today, so thank you, Shannon, as well, for that idea, for coming up with that. Nice to be able to do these things, and we're different. Trunk or treat. We would like to show appreciation to all who helped us pull off our biggest turnout yet. It takes a lot of work and a lot of volunteers to be able to do these things. We hope you all enjoyed as much as we did. We would like to thank ERPD for partnering with us again, especially Officer Mike and Officer Brucey for being our liaisons, getting prize donations and answering all our questions. They were endless. This was our 4th one at the ERPD parking lot, and I think that parking lot was full for everyone who was there. It was just insane. It was like a rager, but it was really great. Thank you to Mayor LaHoulier and Town Council, especially Mike LaRusso, for contributing $1,250 to help out with our trunk or treat costs. We needed it for all that extra candy for all the trunks. Thank you to all our trunk volunteers. We had 31 this year, our highest yet. So maybe we'll go for 40 next year. We enjoyed seeing everyone's different themes. It was really, really nice. Thank you to Mr. Pizza and Julie at Metropolitan Ice Cream for being our food vendors. It was something we wanted to try since it was at night and everybody was just coming home from work and school. So we hope everyone enjoyed the pizza and the sweet treats. I know Julie was busy like making that cotton candy all day long because our table was right next to them. I mean, she was nonstop the whole time. Poor parents, I'm sorry for kids were all sugared up when they came. But we hope you enjoyed the pizza and the treats. Thank you to Carrie Green for being our volunteer at the snack pizza and goodie bags and drinks table. Your help really did wonders. So thank you, Carrie Green. Thank you to my PTA board, especially Madeline, for being our trunk or treat chair, making it all possible. It takes a lot to get this all done. So thank you, everyone. We hope everybody enjoyed trunk or treat. New business.
Hold on, we have a brief video to show.
Oh yeah, sorry.
If I can find it. Come on.
I was like, we should, the DJ was great. So
like
we
I
hope
said-
everybody enjoyed trunk or treat. Looking forward to next year.
Like I said, that video will be up on YouTube later and I'll post it on Facebook.
Yeah. Okay, so new business, tree lighting, will be Friday, December 1st. We will have a table there, PT table there, so we hope to see you there. To be announced, what we'll be doing, but please stop by our table, as it'll be before our next meeting, so, stay tuned on social media and, email. Holiday shop is going on in December as well. Lincoln and Faust will be the week of December 4th. Mackenzie will be the week of December 18th. More details to follow on that as well. Picture retakes, Mr. Barrow mentioned, Friday, December 15th. You should be receiving your picture orders between like the time you get back from the November week, so like after next week, between that time until like Thanksgiving. They usually get them around there, unless you did the digital text my picture. Those went out like I think like last week, because I was getting mine last week. So picture retakes, you will be receiving your picture orders before December 15th. We do have a few things that we have in store next year. So please be on, keep your ears and eyes open. We are planning our Kids Night Out in March. So we will let you know when exactly it is. We're still working with the Civic Center on a date for it. So Kids Night Out, movie night for Lincoln and Faust as well. Not Lincoln and Faust, sorry. Mackenzie and Lincoln. We're trying to do it January, February. So please be on lookout for that. And Tricky Tray. Jill will give you the details on that.
So I know we've talked about it a little bit at the last meeting, but we did reach out to the town to get some dates that we can block off the Civic Center. We are looking at May, towards the middle of May, probably a Friday night or Saturday, but we're not really sure. I guess it's like communion season or something right around then, so we didn't want to include any of that. But we're going to have a sign-up sheet. We'll just have it this paper because I forgot to bring one. So before you leave tonight, if you're interested in being on that committee, please let us know. We are going to need a bunch of help getting that off the ground. But one of our other parents, Sharice Brown, did volunteer to be the kind of lead person on that. But if anyone wants to help, please let us know. So we're hoping that that will be a big success.
And we're also trying to plan a wine and yoga event, so stay tuned on details that as well. So yes, I know we need that. Everybody needs that stress relief during the holidays, so we're hoping to do it before the holidays.
Can I just come and drink wine?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, you know, we're more than happy to have you. At this time, any questions? Oh, okay. Remember to sign in. I don't know.
Don't forget to sign in for your golden tickets.
And just a reminder, lots of half days and time off in
Yes.
November. So
Good luck with your parent-teacher conferences tomorrow. Hope it's a good one. No, we won't, but you know what, I have your email, so it would be okay to pass it along to the 8th grade committee. So when they send out sign-ups, they can, I'll put you on the list. Thank you, Mary Ellen, appreciate it. All quiet on the floor. I know, it's been a long week. Yes, we got through this meeting. Yay. Okay, so next meeting is Wednesday, December 6th at 7 p.m. Yes, that will be on Zoom. We will be busy with holiday shop at Lincoln and Faust, so setting it up and just working the shop. So Santa's elves need a little break. So yes, that one will be on Zoom, and also to give our parents a chance who aren't able to come in person to be able to join in as well. So thank you everyone for coming out. Happy Thanksgiving. We are thankful for all of you and all your support and help and for coming out tonight. I know it's been crazy for Halloween, yeah, and it's cold out, and yeah, It's just, so we appreciate you coming out tonight. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you. Oh, and what's the next Board of Ed meeting? Please, anyone's interested?
Hi, my name's Antonio. I'm the president of the Board of Ed. If you ever have any questions, ask Jillian. She's also on the Board of Ed. Direct them directly to her. She's here. Our next board meeting, thank you for putting us, but I looked it up 5 seconds ago, is the 16th. The 16th. Please come. We also live stream it. So it's always on our Board of Ed website. And if you have any questions before then, email Giovanni, Mr. G. Or email myself at asegolini@erboe.net. We respond to everything. We're trying to be as transparent, coming to more events. So please, November 16th. It's right here. It's actually right across.
No, it's that way.
It's that way.
Yeah, it's that way. I was like, wait a minute. No, it's at the annex. It's at the board office annex.
Okay.
All right? These meetings are more fun than ours. I will warn you.
You actually are very lively, so we keep it.
It's having a new board and a lot of coffee.
No, but you do keep it very lively from.
November 16th.
Thank you, Antonio. Sorry to put you on the
No,
spot.
no, no.
Since you're
7
here.
7 p.m. Don't hold me to.
And thank you to the board also
Yes,
for the
thank you.
National Honor Society.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, as we say, any ideas, please. We want to, the board is open. We are trying to kind of bring this all in and help out as much as we can.
And we appreciate your support because we send endless amounts of stuff. back and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah.
Thank you.
Just my night out. So I got-
Hey, I got 3 kids, so I know this is. And I had to pick one up from school today, so. Like, before pickup.
There you go.
Homesick, so. All right.
If anyone is interested in trick or treat, just stop. I'll have a